Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. After we paid a visit to Miskatonic Museum last week in Elder Sign, we're going to venture back to another familiar universe as we play Terra Mystica. I've featured this game on the channel, but both of those previous playthroughs have been on Wednesdays. I'm running this video as a Sunday test since this is one of the games I called out by name when I first debuted Weeknight Gaming, and fun fact, I debuted the Wednesday night videos with Terra Mystica. So as you may recall, in this game we're trying to build up the living space for whatever faction we're playing as. And we're going to continue with a bit of an unofficial water theme in this group of videos. So with that, let's start off by going through our faction. The water theme started with last week's video, with Wednesday's video actually, in Atlantic Chase, as we commemorated the launching of Operation Rhine for the Bismarck. And then we'll finish the water theme on Wednesday this week, but more on that at the end of the video. As far as the water theme in this video, we're playing as the Mermaids this time around. You can see their home terrain is water. Then it's one to get, I believe that's to swamp and forest. Then to, I forget what the brown terrain is. I know the gray is mountains. The plains, it looks like. And then we have the desert and the mountains. That cost 3 spades apiece. So once again, you can advance along the spade track to make your spades cheaper. But there's an actual advantage this time for the Mermaids on the shipping track. So that's the number of spaces the number of river spaces you can skip when you're figuring out adjacency. So those spaces would be indirectly adjacent. And I'm actually looking at one of my dwellings and seeing some possibilities there, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself on that. So their special ability down here is when I go to form a town, I can actually skip a river space. So I'll explain more about how that works when it actually happens, because there's a pretty good chance it will during this game. And then the stronghold special for the Mermaids is when you build your stronghold as a one-time, you can advance your marker along the shipping track. Anyway, let's go meet today's Automa faction. We're playing the Giants with the Simpleton Automa in this video. So the Simpletons just start off one space up each on the cult tracks, and we'll go through that when we move over to when we start working our way up to the board. Their faction action is to transform and build into, in this case, their mountain terrain. They'll get 2 victory points when they take that faction action. The rest of their stuff on the board doesn't matter. I'm just using it as a way to organize all of their pieces. And their starting dwellings, like ours, are out on the board. Anyway, we'll start working our way to the board, and we'll go through bonus actions and round boosters. It might be a little bit hard to see on the cult track. Let me turn on the laser pointer. That would be moderately helpful. But you can see that the Simpletons with the Giants behind them do start up 1 space on each track. We start up 2 spaces on the water track. I did kind of gloss over that when I was going through the Mermaids faction at the start for this setting up the game. So first up, we'll take a look at our round boosters. This one will be going to the Automa right off the bat. When you pass, you get 1 point per dwelling and 2 coins on income. So that will go to them. Then we have a choice from 2 coins on income and build a dwelling with a free spade, 3 power and a worker during income phase, 3 power on income phase, and 3 victory points per level on the shipping track when you pass, and a worker on income phase, and 2 points per trading house when you pass. So, I think looking at this, I know I'm getting 3 workers on income phase, and I could probably use a free spade right off the bat. So I think I'll actually go ahead and grab the 2 coins and build a dwelling with a free spade on income, or not on income, as a special action. So I will need an action marker for that, but I'll get that in a minute. I'll get that once we start to move over to the board. So now we need to go through our bonus actions. In round 1, our goal is to build a stronghold or your temple for 5 points. For every 2 you're up on the fire track, you'll actually get a worker, and no points for being the Automa being up on the track. The only difference between the round 1 and round 2 action tiles, is round 2 is sensitive to the air track. Round 3, come on, does not want to focus. We got to focus from a distance and then bring it in, apparently. 2 points per dwelling. For every 4 you're up on the fire track, you gain 4 power, and the Automa gets 4 victory points if they're up on the fire track. Round 4. 3 points per trading house you place. Every 4 on the air track, you gain a spade, and 6 victory points for the Automa. Round 5, 4 points per temple per temple you put out. Actually, that's your round 1 is about rounds 1 and 2. Say that 5 times fast. Are about sanctuaries, not temples. This one's about temples. For every priest you have on the tracks, you get 2 coins on income phase, and the Automa gets 8 points. Round 6. Two points per dwelling, and the Automa gets 6 points as long as it's up on the water track. So that's all of our bonus actions set. Now let's move over to the board. The Automa's power structures are going to be around my lake in the middle of the board, and then we're also both over toward the edge of the board where I'm on a lake over here, and then the Automa ended up here. So just taking a quick look at the board, definitely going to have some potential to start spreading out here, and I'm probably going to want to do that pretty quickly. This side of the board, I'm going to want to start making my way in either in one of these directions pronto to try to get to a river on this portion of the board. But with that, I think we're all set to get into this game, so let's drop down for my first income phase. For my first income phase, I'm going to get 3 workers. Not the most exciting income phase, but it can't be helped. So now as we tip up to the board, since I'm first player, I needed an action token for the booster as well. I don't think I'm getting my stronghold or my sanctuary out this turn, but I should be able to set myself up to get one of them out next round. The question is, which one do I want? Well, I think the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take advantage of my free spade. So I'm going to pay 2 money, which will bring me down to 3, and a worker, and I'll actually convert this lake up here or this forest up here to a lake, and I'll put a dwelling down there. I can also potentially do some work with that in round 4 if I don't end up... I can do that in round 4 if I end up leaving both of those as dwellings, but let's see what happens here. So the Automa draws their 2 cards. They're going to take a power action, 2 from the right, gaining no victory points. So 1, 2, covering that one up. Let's see, then what do I want to do here? I think we'll spend 2 workers and our 3 coins that we just got. I'll turn this dwelling into a trading house. And then the Automa's potentially passing here. They are not. They're going to take an upgrade around their power structure. No, they don't care about that. So upgrading their first structure, or upgrading coming up from the bottom of the board, so they're going to be upgrading this trading house, or this dwelling, to a slightly busted trading house. This one didn't get busted by my hand. It just came that way. Let's see here. The question is, would I rather get my stronghold out, or do I want to get a jump on favor? I think we'll actually take a jump on favor. So I'll spend 2 workers and 5 coins to turn this trading house into a temple, and I get to take a favor tile as well. Question is, which favor tile do I want? Good question. This round's about fire. There's an argument that I could make to start flying up the fire track, but I'm not as likely to need that, I don't think, as I'm going to be to need air. So I think I'll actually take the 3 favor on the air track. So I'll advance 1, 2, 3 on the air track. It might be slightly off shot, but I do also pass a milestone there, which will give me a power. And then this is the last card for the Automa deck. The only question here is if they're taking the action this round. They are not. They're passing. So that means they will become first player. Right, it was here. They'll take this booster, 3 power, and a worker on income phase. They're passed. Whoops, that one. Okay, that came off the shipping track. I was just wondering which one that was. Then we'll take the top card of the deck, shuffle these up. Turn the top 2. That would have been a good booster for me to take, but alas, I won't be able to get it now. With 5 coins and 1 worker, I think I just sit tight at myself. So I'll actually go ahead and pass this round. And then which one do I want? I think I'll take the... I don't have enough coin. I'm going to be 1 coin short. Well, I might not care about that, actually. I was going to try to get my temple or my stronghold out, but I was going to try to get my sanctuary out, but I think I'm going to be 1 coin short, unless I start gaining power like crazy, which is possible to do. So I think I will just take the point per dwelling I have and 2 coins on income, since I expect to still have those dwellings, since I still expect to have at least one of those dwellings out. The Automa gets no victory points. I don't get any workers. That bonus action is now done. And now we'll go into round 2, or it'll be the same thing except for the air track. Income phase will give me 3 workers, 2 coins, and a priest. Then we'll tip back up to the board. The Automa's first player this time, so they will draw. Transform and build around their power structures based on priority A, 2 from the bottom of the board. So they're building around that. Their priority here is they're taking the mountains. They're taking the mountain space right here. Going to build a dwelling there. They'll gain a victory point for that, and I will gain a power for free. Question now is, what do I want to do this round? Well, I don't, like I said, I don't think I'm getting my dwelling, or not my dwelling. I don't think I'm getting my sanctuary out this round, so I think we'll go 2 workers, 5 coins, and my priest. And I'll just advance up the spade track to make those cheaper. So I'll get 6 victory points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going up to 26. Then the Automa, get that out of the way there. Their next card will be sending a priest to a track 3 from the right. So they'll be sending up to the water track and going up 3. 1, 2, 3. They won't get any victory points for that. And then now I've got 2 and 2, just like that. So I think... Alright, so either one of these 2 spaces would only cost me 1 spade to get to. So I think I'm going to work on this space. So I'll spend my last 2 workers and my last 2 coins to convert this into a lake and put a dwelling down, but I'm going to need to get some coins desperately. I'm probably going to be passing this next turn. So the Automa is also threatening passing. They're not. They're going to be upgrading a structure, trying to go to a trading house. So counting out 1, 2, 3. So they upgrade... Yeah, their priority is trying to go to a trading station. They're going to upgrade this dwelling to a trading station, and then I can spend 1 victory point to gain 2 power, which I will. So 1, 2. I've got 1 in both 3 now, which I'm going to need more than that to do much with that. That should have been off, by the way. And then since I'm completely cleaned out of resources, I'm going to pass, but that'll give me first player back. I think here I will... Well, I'll get 3 victory points for 3 dwellings. So 1, 2, 3. And then I will take... Yeah, I need coins too badly. So I'll take the one with the free spade and 2 coins on income phase. The Automa is on their last card of the round. The only question is if they're passing or not. Well, they are taking the action. So 2 from the right, covering that up. They get no victory points. They'll get the top card of the deck. Oh, shoot. I forgot to see which one they had. So I think it was these 2, which means they'll take the middle tile. Now we can shuffle these up. All right, flip those 2 over. And then for cult bonus, since I'm up on the air track, I get a worker. And that round booster's done, or that action tile's done. That can go back to the box. Round 3 now, and we're looking at... And now we're looking at the... Now our goal is to put dwellings down. Income phase, I get 4 workers, 2 coins, and a priest. Then we'll tip back up to the board. I can put one dwelling down, and now we're in round 3, so now I need to keep in mind that the Automa actually can skip river spaces as well. But I don't know how useful that's going to be for them. So I think here I will take a dwelling with a free spade to spend my 2 coins and a worker to convert this lake or this forest to a lake and put a dwelling down, and then because I did that, I actually get 2 victory points going up to 30. Then the Automa's first 2 cards. Going to be a faction action around their power structures on priority B. So B, they're building this into a mountain, putting a dwelling down there. On their power, they get 2 points for that. And then I will gain a power for free because I have a dwelling adjacent. Move that out of the way. I could definitely use a spade. I could definitely use spades here. So I think with that in mind, I'll send this priest to the... I think I'll send this priest to the air track. 1, 2, 3, which will give me another 2 power. So I've got 4 ready to go, which could turn into a badly needed 7 credits. Or 7 coins. Let's see what the Automa has to say about that. They're doing another faction action. This time around, they're not power structures on priority B. So looking at priority B, they're building at this mountain. So I just saw a... here we go. So we'll grab that. That will give them another 2 points, and then I don't get to gain any power off of that because it's not adjacent. Yeah, that 4 power is going to turn into a badly needed 7 credits because I am very poor right now. Let's just call a spade on that one. And then the Automa's next action is they're going to transform and build around their power structures on priority A. So they are going to get to this forest, build off of that, and they should have had, looks like they should have had at least 1 more point. So I'll give them that. Let's see here. That mountain's going to cost me 3 spades to get to. Unless I want to just do some... Unless I just want to start getting some trading houses out, because my income is very much hurting. Or my coin income is very much hurting right now. So I think here... I think that's what we'll do. I'll actually spend 2 workers and 3 coins. Right? Yes. So that'll bring me down to 2. I'll turn this dwelling into a trading house. I just need to get some kind of coin income going. And the Automa's potentially passing here. They are not. They're sending another priest to the water track. So 1, 2. And not gaining any victory points for that. Looking at my turn now. I'm probably taking a worker booster tile this round. The only question is, am I taking it now or am I taking it in another action? I think I'm taking it in... I think I'm taking it in 1 more action. So I will spend 3 coins and my last 2 workers to change this dwelling into another trading house. And then the Autumn is on their last card of the round, so the only question is if they're passing or not. Or if they're taking the action or not. They are. So they're going to upgrade. They're trying to upgrade to a trading station again. 1, 2, 3. So they'll upgrade this dwelling to a trading station. And they'll gain no victory points for that. And I will get to charge. I'll get to gain 2 power off of that. And then the Autumn will stay first player. They'll take the first round booster, the point per dwelling, and 2 coins on income. We'll rebuild their deck. And then I'm not doing much with 1 coin, so hopefully this round will be a little better about that, but we'll see how this turns out. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, just making sure I had enough cards there. All right, so the Automa, right, the Automa stays first player. And then I will pass as well with 1 coin, and I'm going to take the 3 power and a worker on income phase. So the Automa should have had 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're ahead 31 to 30. I don't get the 4 power because I'm not up on the fire track at all, so that can go back to the box. And then round 4 is about putting trading stations down. I might need a little bit of help from the Automa, but I could probably form at least 1 town this turn. So I'm going to start off by getting 3 workers, 4 coins, and I'm going to gain a total of 5 power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually had another worker because of the round booster. So I have 3 power ready to go. Oh, and I get a priest. I can't forget about that. Tipping up to the board. The Automa, however, is our first player, so this is where I might start needing help from them. They're trying to upgrade. Still going to a trading station, coming up from the bottom of the board. 3 from the bottom. And then they're not sending a priest to the tracks because it's still round 4. So 1, 2, 3. That's actually the one place where they can't help me on that, which is unfortunate. So they'll upgrade that dwelling to a trading station and get no victory points for that. My turn. Well, if they won't help you, if the Automa won't help me, I've got to help myself. So I'll send my priest to the air track, which will give me 2 more on the air track, and I pass another milestone, so that'll give me another 2 power. Which, possibilities, but I'm getting ahead of myself there, because for the Automa's next turn, they're taking a power action, 2 from the left. I don't think, for what I need, for what I had in mind, I don't think I need a priest. Yeah, no, I don't think I do. Let's see. I do want to try to gain a little bit more power before I put my plan into motion, though. So what I think I will do is... Okay, I kind of derped myself a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 workers and 3 coins to convert this dwelling into a trading station, which will give me 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. And then the Automa will take a faction action around their power structures on priority B. So I'll actually go right to this space. Get a power there, and gain 2 victory points. So we're tied right now at 32, but that won't last for long. What do I think I need here? I slightly needed the priest, but I think I can work without it. I think all I'll have to do is just wait one more round. There's also an option of just sitting the round out and just kind of waiting for things to come together. Well, actually, I should have one more power because I didn't see that third trading station being a 4 power. So, I could take a couple of build a dwelling actions with free spades. I have 2 different ones available to me. Question is, how do I want to do this? Because I've got a plan that where I can potentially form 2 towns and then connect everything back together. Well, what I think I'll do here is I don't have enough to upgrade right now. I may have to just pass and sit tight. Because the problem is they still have at least 1 card. They have 1 card left before they're looking at passing. I would need to get a temple down next round. Which if I take a spade, I think if I take a spade, that'll make it a little easier to do. So I will pass right now. And I'll take the dwelling with a free spade and 2 coins on income. So I'm essentially just going to sit tight this round. And that'll give me first player back. So the Autumn will have a run of the board for at least 2 cards. They will find. Sending a priest to 2 from the right. So they'll send up to the Earth track, 1, 2, 3. And then the Autumn is potentially passing because they're in the perpendicular section of the deck. They are passing. So they'll gain 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll take the leftmost booster, so pass for 3 points on shipping, for level on shipping track, and 3 power on income phase. So now they should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, there we go. Alright, so that's all done. I gave the Autumn their 6 victory points. More importantly, though, I get 2 workers because I'm up at level 8 on the air track right now. That can go back to the box. So the Autumn has pulled away from me a little bit. They're at 39, I'm at 33. Round 5 is hopefully where things are going to start, I'm going to start pulling things down a little bit. Where the goal there is to put temples out. So let's drop down to a new income phase. Alright, I'll gain 2 more workers, 2, 4, 6, 8 coins, counting my round booster, a priest, and 4 power, so 2, 4 from having 3 trading houses out. So tipping up to the board. Right, so now I'll spend 2 workers, 5 coins, and my priest to make my spades as cheap as possible. So that'll bring me up to one spade one worker per spade. So that gives me 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, I have 6. So now we're even up again at 39. And then for the Automa's first action, they're sending another priest to the Earth track. Because that's 2 from the right. And they gain 2 victory points for that. Up to 41. Let's see, what do I want to do here? It'll cost me... So I can put a... I will be able to put a temple out, but... No, I'm going to be one... Well, I've actually got a ton of power to do this. So, what do I want to do here? The question here is, do I think I need another priest this round? And well, what do I think I'm going to need more? Well, I know one thing I definitely need this turn is coins. So I'm going to spend 4 power to take 7 coins. I will definitely need that. And then for the Automa, they're sending another priest to the track 1 from the left, and they're basing it on I believe that's ketchup. No, that's ketchup or closest. Well, either way, it's going to be the same track. So they're going there, 1, 2, 3, gaining no victory points for that. What do we want to do here? Do I think I need workers as well, or do I think I'm going to need something else even more pressingly? Yeah, I think I'm probably going to need workers as well. So I'll spend 4 power to get 2 more workers as well. I've got a little bit of a long-term plan here. Let's see if we can put it in motion. But the Automa's next turn is a faction action around their not power structures priority B. So priority B for them is... Okay, they can actually skip a space to get here, which kind of works for me, truth be told. Is that around their power? Okay, so that doesn't get a power. So I'll get 2 victory points for that, and I've got to double check on indirect adjacency, because if the power cycle counts indirect adjacency, I can definitely spend 1 victory point, and probably will, to gain 2 power. Let me look. Where would that be? Power action spaces, that's not what I want. Where? There's got to be something about the power cycle in here. Bowls of power. Each player, yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's not telling me what I want. It's probably going to be in the actions about building or power via structures. Ah, here we go. When building a dwelling or upgrading a structure, each affected player, an opponent builds or improves structures. Directly adjacent, so I wouldn't be able to gain power from the dwelling that was just built, which actually kind of works out for me, because that actually plays into my longer plan. So for my turn, I'm going to spend 2... Actually, I'm going to take the dwelling with a free spade. So the spade is going to go into converting that into a lake. Then I'll spend the two credits and 1 ore and 1 worker. I always want to call it ore from Gaia Project, but I'll put a dwelling down there. All right, then the next card for the Automa is to take a power action, four from the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're taking the build a dwelling with 2 free spades, and for round 5, they're gaining no victory points for that. Now for my turn, I think this is where my patience somewhat pays off. So I'll spend 2 workers and 5 coins to convert this trading station into a temple, which will give me 4 victory points, bringing me back even with the autumn at 43. More importantly, though, it gives me another favor tile. And here I will take the... here I'll take the gain 2 of favor on the fire track, and I only need 6 power. So this is a tile, the favor token I'm taking. 2 favor on the fire track, and I only need 6 power to form a town, which I will probably be looking into doing at the very least this round. So let's see what the autumn is actually going to be doing here. They are transforming and building around their not power structures on priority A. So what is their highest priority? They can skip a space on because of where they are on the shipping track and get up here. So they'll get up there and gain 1 victory point. Okay, so looking at my turn now. Now I could form a town right in here, which is actually pretty tempting to do, because now I can spend the 2 workers and 3 coins to put another trading house down there, which would give me a town right in here. That would be tempting. So I think I will. So two workers, 3 coins. I'll convert that dwelling to a trading station, and because I have 6 power right there, and I have the favor token that gives me the ability to only need 6 power to form a town, and I can skip one of these river spaces to form this town, so I will do that. Which town token do I want now? 2, 4, 6, 8. That would move all of my power back to Bowl 2, which wouldn't be a terrible thing. 2 victory points and go up 2 on all of them. That could be tempting as well. There are a few I'm actually eyeing up here. The straight 11 victory points could be a good one. The problem is I'm not even sure what I need right now. We're putting dwellings out next round, so I kind of want to start setting up for that. Although I'm pretty well set right now with having... I don't think I want to make my shipping track level 2 just yet, because I still want to form a town out here before I concern myself with making this connection. That's why I didn't mind too much when that dwelling went down, when that dwelling went up. But that's going to create problems in endgame scoring for me, because they've got a lot of structures together here. They're going to have a big space on continuous area, which means I'm going to have to look at winning in other ways. So do I try to fight for the cult tracks? Because how much power am I gaining from that? Right now I would gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power if I take the up 2 on all. I would tie them on the fire track. I'd work on catching up in the water track. I'm still miles behind on the earth track. And I top up in the air track so they can't touch me. 8 victory points and up 1 gives me another 2 power. But the 8 victory points could be important. Plus, I'm getting a lot of coins from the cult bonus this round. I think the best one to take right now, if I'm looking at wanting to set up for next round, this is toughy. I think for now I take the there's almost any of these I could make a reasonable case for. Like I said, the only one I can't really make a case for right now is the 4 victory points and advance on your shipping track, because that makes like I said, that makes a connection here I'm not ready to make yet. Straight 11 victory points. I think I'm actually going to take the 6 victory points and 8 power. So I'll put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll gain 8 power, which will move all of this up to bowl 2. I'll probably end up charging most of it on, or I'll end up gaining most of it on the next income phase. So the Automa is potentially passing here. They are not. They are looking to upgrade to a trading station, which they don't have. So they'll be trying to upgrade to, looks like a temple first. So based on, so 3, 1, 2, 3. Of course it's this one. So they'll upgrade that trading station to a temple, gaining still no victory points, and I can't charge power off of it. That is unfortunate. That will move there. That'll be their support card. Then I can't really do much with 2 credits, with 2 coins and a power. I can't skip. I am going to be getting, like I said, I am getting 4 coins from the cult bonus this round. I was actually hoping they'd put a dwelling down here at some point so I could make this town and then focus on making this connection in some way, but let's see, what are they at right now for continuous space? They're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would be at 6 right now. I'm going to need to start putting dwellings down pronto to try to make a bigger connection. But since next round's about dwelling and my spades cost me 1 worker per, unfortunately I'm a little light on spades this game, or a little light on workers this game. I think I'll pass just to make sure I get, just so I can take a booster that'll give me a worker. I'll take the 3, or do I try to soak a round tile for, victory points? That's not a terrible idea either. I'll probably have to rely on the cult track to try to win this game. I think I'll take the 3 power and a worker on income phase, which will let me keep first player. And then the Automa's in their last card. The only question is if they're taking the action or not. They are. They're going to block 2 from the left, which will block that, and they'll gain no victory points. They'll take the middle booster, the one I just had. And then they will gain 8 victory points. They're starting to run away with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will gain, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll deal with that, with the cult bonus in a minute, once I turn that face down and give it a shuffle. so that turns over. All right, now for cult bonus, I gain 4 coins from having 2 priests on the cult tracks. So that will go away. And then round 6, we're looking at dwellings. On income phase, which that'll flip up, I will gain 3 workers, 6 coins, 2, 4, 6, 4, 7 power, so 2, 4, 6, 7, which means I'll have 9 ready to go, and 2 priests. Then we'll tip up to the board. We want dwellings this round, do we? Alright, so I think what I'll do here is, if I put a dwelling down here, that'll actually form a town right there. Which would not be a terrible thing right now. Then I could potentially take the... Now I could, at this point, I could potentially take the... Oops, hang on, those should be flipped. They're running away with the game, I'm not. Alright, so coming back to my dilemma here. Either one of these is going to cost me 2 spades. Any one of these spaces is going to cost me 2 spades to get to, plus that one. That'll cost me 1. Yeah. So I think we'll go ahead and spend 2 spades, or spend 2, or actually, I'm going to need 3 for this, aren't I? Yeah. So I'll need 3 spades, I'll need 3 workers, 2 for spades and 1 for the actual dwelling, and 2 coins to convert this mountain space into a lake, put a dwelling down there, and then that will actually give me a town. That'll give me 2 points as well. So I'm up to 47. Then which town tile do I want? I think I want the 7 victory points and 2 workers. So I'll put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 2 workers. Alright, then the Automa's first turn. Taking a faction action around their power structures, priority A. So they're going to be building here. On their power structures, and they get 2 victory points for that. I don't get to charge any power because they don't have any I don't have any structures adjacent. Right. So a priest and 4 to make the connection, but I don't think it's going to matter. Do I try to fight them on the cult tracks instead? I think that's almost where I'm going to need to, but first, I'll spend 4 power to gain 2 more workers, because I'm probably going to need those. Then for the Automa, they're taking a power action 2 from the right. So they're covering up build a dwelling with a free spade and still not getting any victory points for that. Well, so now they're up to 10. I would be at 7, potentially 8. Well, if now I want to try to advance on the shipping track, if I advance 1, it would be 1 of my priests and 4. Yeah, I think I can do that. So priest and 4. Now I will advance on my shipping track, which will give me 2 victory points. More importantly, I can now skip two river spaces when I go to determine adjacency, so that will probably prove to be very helpful for me. And then the Automa, their next action, will be to transform and build around their power structures on priority B. So priority B takes them... hold on. I forget, I've got to remember they have space on the shipping track. So that'll actually take them right here. Actually, they can't do that because they don't have any dwellings available, so I have to upgrade a dwelling to a trading station coming up from the bottom of the board. They upgrade this one, and they gain 1 victory point. I'm starting to close the gap at least a little bit. The question is, am I closing it enough? Well, since I can skip 2 spaces now, I'll spend 1 worker and 2 coins to build a dwelling here and give me 2 more victory points. And the Automa will send a priest to the water track. That's 3 from the right. So they're going up another 2 on the water track. I could try to top up on the air track, but... Well, I need dwellings badly, though. Well, I think I'll spend 4 power to gain 7 more coins. I may end up having to advance on the shipping track again, potentially. Or to work on making some connections here, but I'll think about how I want to do that later. Right, so the Automa is up next. Their next card is taking a power action 3 from the left. So they're blocking off build a dwelling with 2 free spades. I'm still getting Gaia Project. I'm still mixing in terms of Gaia Project and Terra Mystica. Right. What does that have me doing? Right. Priest and 4 to make the shipping track? Yeah, we'll go priest and 4. Actually, hold on. What's going to give me the most victory points? Give me the priest and the 4 back. That gives me 3 to advance there. And then I use that to put 2 more dwellings down. That gives me a continuous space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, potentially 11 if I can reach, because I think I can reach this space as well. I can potentially reach down here. Well, that actually might work. Question is, I would need the resources to be able to gain 3, to be able to put down 3 more dwellings after I do that. And I don't think I have a way to gain 1 more coin. Yeah, I wouldn't have a way to gain 1 more coin if I do that. I just took the power action that gives me 3. That gives me 7. Right. Let's see, they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm at 8 right now because my shipping track can make the distance. Well, I'm at 8 right now. 9. I would need to advance. I'd need to be able to advance my shipping track at least one more. And I don't think, unless I pop a spade here, but I don't think I want to do that. Well, I think, while I think, I'm going to spend 1 worker and 2 coins to put a dwelling up here and give me 2 victory points. And the Automa is now starting to, they have 1 more card before they get into their perpendicular section. They're taking a faction action, not power structure, around priority A. So not power, priority A. They don't have a mountain they can get to. They don't have a hill, they don't have a mountain. They do have a desert they can get to right here. And of course, I still can't gain any power off of that. Right, so they do have a dwelling, and they gain 2 victory points. Okay, so did they just pass me up on where I can't get the space, or I can't get the continuous space no matter what? I'm beginning to think so. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd have to go... I could tie them, but I don't think I could pass them. Because either one of these 2 spaces would cost me 2 workers to get, would cost me 3 workers to get to. Let's see, I would have enough actually to get to... Actually, another crazy play is maybe I actually upgrade to a temple to take another favor tile and try to get it that way. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I'll spend 2 workers and 5 coins to upgrade this trading station to my last temple, and then that'll give me a favor tile. I think I will take the... I'll take the fire, the one that gives you just 3 favor on the fire track, which will let me pass 2 power milestones, 1, 2, 3. So I'll gain 3 power off of that. I can potentially pop some power to get another priest. And then the Autumn is potentially claiming end of game. They are not yet. They're trying to upgrade to a temple. Okay, priority 4 from the top of the board? Yes, from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, of course. They're upgrading this one to a temple. Then they're sending a priest to... Then they're taking the tile from the one where we're closest, which is fire. So they go back past me again. I don't know if they'll stay that way, though. I doubt it. Right. So I think I'll send a priest to the... Do I want to send a priest to the air track? And top up there. That way I can burn power if I think I need it, and I think I will. So I'll send a priest up to the top of the air track, which will give me 3 more power. I'm going to take a quick drink because I feel my throat getting a little bit dry. And then the Automa's on their last card. The question is, are they taking the action or not? They are not. They're claiming end of game. So the Automa's done. Now, let's see what I'm doing. Let's see, I would need to burn 2 power to gain another priest. That might be worthwhile. Yeah, so I'll move 3 power in, removing 3 different power from the game. And I'll spend 3 power to gain another priest. I don't think this is going to make a difference, but we'll find out. And then that priest will go to the... that priest will go to the fire track to advance past the Automa. I'll gain 2 power for that. I have 1 worker and 2 and 4 credits left. I don't think I can make the distance up, so... Oh, the Automa should have 6 victory points as well. I think the lead for them is just going to be too great to overcome at this point, so I think I will just... If I can put 1 more dwelling down, but I don't think I can. My shipping track is 2, and my closest water spaces are all 3 away. So no, I think I just have to claim end of game at this point. So with that, let's move into final scoring. Alright, final scoring. So we start off with the largest continuous area. The Automa had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they get 18, I get 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I get 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then for each cult track, on the fire track, I beat them, so I get 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Water track, they get 8, I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Earth track, sea fire track, sea water track. 6, 7, 8. They are at 100. I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Air track, I get 8. They get 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then for every 3 coins I had left, I get a victory point, which is not enough to overtake them. 109 to 96. So that was definitely a hard-fought battle, but I just couldn't pull it out in the end. Anyway, that will do it for this playthrough of Terra Mystica. I think we found our rematch for the next time this one hits the channel. I think this will work just fine on either day, to be perfectly honest. So this is more of a test just to see what might happen on a Sunday, but like I said, I think it'll work just fine on either day. Wednesday, we're going to play the 7th game on my TACUP Wargaming list, continuing the water theme with Bismarck Solitaire. I think the Atlantic Ocean will be enough water after that. Next week, we'll be back to the Mythos for Memorial Day weekend as we play Arkham Horror 2nd Edition. Also, Mystical Munchies will be coming later this afternoon. It ended up being a 2-part recipe, and there was an overnight component involved to that, so Mystical Munchies will be going up later this afternoon as well. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.